Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch at SeaWorld Orlando for Spooktacular, SeaWorld Orlando's kid-friendly Halloween event. We're here for opening weekend. Spooktacular is running Saturdays and Sundays, September 17th to October 2nd, then Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, October 7th through the 30th, and then on Halloween, of course, October 31st. SeaWorld actually has 2 Halloween events going on for this spooky season. Howl O Scream is happening now too, the terrifying, not-so-kid-friendly Halloween event with 5 haunted houses, 7 scare zones, and 3 live shows. That takes place Thursdays through Sundays, September 9th to October 30th, and the 31st Halloween night. We're here just for the daytime kid-friendly fun, so we'll walk through and discuss what Spooktacular has to offer. And if you are planning trips to SeaWorld and interested in the festivals that occur throughout the year, be sure to subscribe because we plan to cover multiple festivals, events, and attractions here. It's not Halloween unless you're trick-or-treating, right? That's definitely a fact when you have sugar-crazed kids. And to trick-or-treat at SeaWorld, you do need a reusable trick-or-treat bag. This is our first time at Spooktacular, so we don't have any reusable bags from a previous year. So we'll need to purchase a bag for $3.99. We're actually going to purchase more than one bag because we have 2 sugar-crazed kids. And these are the designs available at the SeaWorld store in the front of the park. The kids chose the same bag, Captain Candy, the shark with the peg fin. Wow, the same bag. It's going to be an interesting day. And London and I have a Happy Halloween bag, so let's see how well we share. Our pass holder discount applies to the bags, and there are also buckets that can be used on the trick-or-treat trail. Okay, so we have our bags. Let's take a look at the map. These are all the locations we'll be hitting up this afternoon for candy and fun, and we're in the Key West area of the park now. I don't believe we've ever been in this area of the park before, but this is where we're meeting a friendly and helpful pirate. First time for everything. He's greeting all the landlubbers, taking pictures with guests, giving directions, even helping to pass out candy. Tootsie Rolls too, one of my favorites. Our reusable bag is already being put to use. In this same area, you can meet a mermaid. There's a photo package available at $10. As you can see, again, another great picture opportunity, and you can cross off meeting and talking with a mermaid off of your fairy tale bucket list. You may notice, I know that we're noticing that there are some people wearing costumes. Not many though, because it is pretty early in the spooky season. Way too early for me. I'm nowhere near on top of my parenting game enough to have Halloween costumes bought in September. Lucky for us, the costume contest happens on Fridays at the Journey to Atlantis Plaza, and Spooktacular doesn't open on Fridays until October 7th. We'll head to the Journey to Atlantis in a bit for more Spooktacular activities. We're still in the Key West area, and in front of Mermaid gifts, diagonal from Meet a Mermaid, are reusable trick-or-treat bags that can be purchased for the trick-or-treat trail. You can purchase the buckets here too. And this store, Mermaid Gives, is nowhere near as crowded as the SeaWorld store at the front of the park. Also at Mermaid Gives, you can pick up your Halloween merchandise here and a mermaid. Meet a mermaid and then bring a little mermaid friend home. There's also a scavenger hunt that's not available during our visit on this opening weekend, but is supposed to start next weekend. So now we are on the candy trail. There are 12 stations. They each have their own particular candy to pass out. So we've had Tootsie Rolls, Smarties, and now lollipops. You can place your bag on either side of the booth to get your candies, and you can go through the different candy booths as many times as you would like, which you may need to because you don't get a lot at each booth. And here's a cool, as in the opposite of hot, photo spot. It feels good in here, so you can come in here and cool down or use it for what it's meant to be used for and take a picture with your trick-or-treating crew. That's right along the trick-or-treat trail, so we're right back on the trail. The trail is so easy to follow. I love how everything is compact and in one area. And good news for the salty treat fans, Lay's Chips is on the trick-or-treat trail, and it's a good break from the sweetness. The trail is now taking us to the pumpkin garden for pumpkin Storytime. Pumpkin Storytime happens throughout the day, and there's something really fishy about these pumpkins. Yeah, we're surrounded by pumpkin fish. First time I've ever heard of them too. Definitely enough pumpkin fish to keep us busy looking and posing for pictures until it's time for a story. Today we're listening to the story of Penelope the Pumpkin Queen, and we're invited to get involved and act out the story along with the storyteller. As soon as the story concludes and we exit the pumpkin garden, there are more spooktacular characters to interact with and take pictures with. Plus, we're right back on the trick-or-treat trail, and this is the first station we've come to that just says candy, and we're all murmuring, what could it be? Thankfully, the suspense just lasts a few moments. This is just way more mystery than we can handle in one day. And look at that, we have Sweet Tarts Mini Chewy Style, or as my son calls them, Sweet Tart Balls. And while we're on the trail, we're running into bubbles, and these are not your everyday bubbles. These are spooky bubbles. That's what I'm calling them, at least. These bubbles create smoke when you pop them, and if they run into your head, they kind of create a Ghost Rider effect, you know, like Marvel's anti-hero. Looks like your head was on fire. The kids love these bubbles. All of us love these bubbles. So much fun. And up ahead, even more bubbles of a different type. These seem to be the traditional style of bubbles. Okay, so we have to walk to the Journey to Atlantis Plaza for the Halloween dance party now. And we've never been on Journey to Atlantis before. Looks fun, even to me, and I don't normally care for water rides. And this is one of those rides where just watching it gets you soaked. I can imagine how wet we would get riding it. If you rode Journey to Atlantis before, let us know. We do need to check it out. But we can hear the music from the Halloween dance party from here. Lots of oldies but goodies being played. This is a really lively area too. And there are more trick-or-treat stations over here, as well as more spooktacular characters to snap pictures with, more pumpkin fish, more great picture moments, period. Okay, so we are heading to Sesame Street Land to finish our spooktacular time. The Halloween cookie decorating and kids craft table is here. The cookie decorating kits are still available for purchase, but I'm being told they ran out of craft supplies within the first hour and a half. This table is open from 12 to 4 on spooktacular event days. So if you get to do some crafting on your visit, you'll have to tell us about it. My son was really looking forward to it. Also in Sesame Street Land, based on the website, I did not see it marked on any of the spooktacular signs. During Storytime with Big Bird will be reading some of his favorite Halloween stories. Storytime with Big Bird happens at select times, and we have missed our second Halloween story for today, unfortunately. The Count is also in on the Halloween fun, of course, and is hosting the Count Von Count Spooktacular Breakfast. You can purchase tickets to enjoy breakfast with the Count and other friends. And as far as Spooktacular is concerned, we have covered all of the activities we've seen mentioned online and in the parks, we believe. If we missed anything, let us know. Also, tell us, have you visited Spooktacular already and what did you think? As I stated, this is our first year at Spooktacular, so these are our first impressions of the event. So my son took a poll afterwards asking what we thought of the event. I gave it an 8 out of 10, London a 7.5 out of 10, my daughter gives it a 10 out of 10, and my son a 9 out of 10. So high scores from us all. I love how everything is mostly in one area. You don't have to run around the park going from one location to another trying to meet characters and participate in activities. The kids love the spooky bubbles, as I call them, and the trick-or-treating, of course. I'll add, I like the idea of one type of candy at each station, so you can skip ones you don't care for, and if you have a favorite type of candy and you need a refill, you know exactly where to go. London and I were happy to have a chance to trick-or-treat. We did have to purchase a bag, but it's cool it's not just for kids, and anyone with a bag can get in on the fun and goodies. And even though we didn't get a lot at each station, by the end of the day we did have plenty. Enough to overindulge and enjoy throughout the week. So tell us, what did you enjoy about the event? What didn't you really care for? Are you planning to attend this year? If so, is it in September? Will it be closer to Halloween or actual Halloween day? We'd love to hear your plans and thoughts, and we'd love for you all to join us off the couch next video. We'll still be here in Orlando, Florida, checking out a resort that will put you near SeaWorld, Disney, many of the attractions in Orlando, and they have their own water park, their own restaurants, and their own entertainment. We'll be exploring the former Nickelodeon Suites resorts, now the Holiday Inn Resort Orlando Suites Water Park. This resort has a lot to offer and a great option, we believe, when visiting Orlando. So subscribe please if you're yet to do so, turn on that notification bell, and join us next week off the couch at Holiday Inn Resort Orlando Suites Water Park. As always, thanks so much for joining us this video at SeaWorld Orlando Spooktacular. Thanks for getting off the couch with us this week. We appreciate all the likes, comments, and shares, and we appreciate you all joining us and making these adventures possible. Thank you. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.